All right, so this is just an unboxing of this BassHead Garage watt meter. All right, so I like the way that this thing operates. It's very easy to hook up, and I'm going to explain that. Explain that here shortly. But I do want to show you, make sure I get it in the screen. All right, so I marked out my information. So I did purchase this from Bhg-wm Audio on eBay. This one in particular was the very last one. So BassHead Garage is out of stock. Big Jeff had X amount of them when I bought this one right here. So then I tested it and I'm like, okay, I'm going to put this one on my test bench here at the house, but I need another one so I can put it in a vehicle so I can test it versus a term lab when I go to a show. So that will be an upcoming video testing this BassHead Garage watt meter versus a term lab to see how accurate it is according to the term lab. Because all of us competitors, that's what we go by, the term lab Magnum clamp. All right, so as you can see, $99.99. That's what I paid for it. It was not, this is not sponsored by anybody. I paid for it out of my own pocket because that's what I do. All right, so total was $105.29 after tax. It was free shipping, as you can see here. Bhg-wm Audio on eBay. I bought, matter of fact, I bought my American Bass 15s from Bhg-wm Audio through eBay. And sometimes he's got some pretty good deals going on, so go check him out. And no, I haven't talked to him. I'm not affiliated with him whatsoever, but you got to buy stuff where you can buy stuff. Anyway, so let's see how this thing is packaged. It's not opened. Again, it's got the regular mail USPS label on it. So let's just go ahead and open it. All right. All right, so we've got this stuff here. Same thing that came in my first one. I take this and I throw it in the trash. And this right here, that's the receipt. And, it's the same thing that's on the label here. So I'm going to put it to the side. I'm not going to throw it away. Just in case, because you never know. I mean, something could go wrong. It is an electronic piece of equipment. Something could go wrong. All right, so, and this is the same thing as the other one that I had. So the package, I mean, as you can see, I just now pulled it out and it was just kind of open a little bit. And that's because the crappy service, the shipping services that we get through all of the different shipping companies, whether it be USPS, UPS, FedEx, DHL, whatever. They don't care about our packages, but that's a different story. So anyway, you get a good nice little lanyard. So yeah, we'll put that to the side. Might use that at some point in time. So the bottom of this thing, that's what came open. So let's put that back. We'll open it here on the top. And one thing I will say is this thing does not come with instructions. But if you go online to the BassHead Garage website, they do have the instructions online. But it's very simple to hook up, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to hook it up here in a minute. So let's put that to the side. And you know, I do have 2 of them, and yes, I bought both of them off of eBay from Big Jeff. And again, I'm not sponsored by Big Jeff Audio, but like I said, you gotta buy things where you can buy things sometimes. A lot of people don't like eBay. I do like eBay because when you're buying something off of eBay or Amazon, I mean, you do have protection. If you don't receive the product that you paid for, you can get reimbursed very easily. So anyway, so here is the screen. All right. So then, you know, that comes wrapped separately. And then on this one, you know, don't lose these plugs. You need those plugs. So this, in this bag, you've got the clamp. And yes, this one's the same way as this one. So, yep. So, all right. I did notice this. They did glue this one in place. See the glue. It's glued in place, which is good. I mean, but I mean, they could have made it to where it just, you know, snapped in and snapped out, just like here, you know, where it snaps in and snaps out. One thing that I do not like, and that's just because I have OCD. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So on these plugs that go into the monitor, the screen, they are flathead only. And then these are the screws in here are flathead or Phillips head. And that just kills me when people do stuff like that. I mean, just why not make them matching? You know, just make it matching. Anyway, I mean, that is a small little gripe, but that's just me. So these plugs here, you know, they go, you know, plugged in here. You plug that one in there. You plug that one in there, and then you use a little bitty screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, to screw down these terminals. So let's go over that. See, this one's a little bitty screwdriver, and it's too big for that one. So this one, and it's the right size. So they come tightened down all the way. That's one thing that I felt was weird, that they came tightened down all the way. And the other one, the first one that I bought, was like that as well. So you're going to have to loosen these up to put your wires in, and then tighten them down. All right, I know. So, all right, so let's talk about this. Like I said, it did not come with a manual. So how do you wire this thing up? All right, it is very simple. You know, it looks like a bunch of wires here on this one. On this one here. Looks like a bunch of wires. I mean, you know, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wires. But it is very simple. So think about it like an amplifier. Right here, it says, you know, it's positive, it's rated positive. That's your battery positive, your main positive, right? And then the next slot over right here, that's your negative. You know, it's labeled negative in white. Negative. All right, so this blue R on the next spot over right here, that's your remote turn on. So that's the wire that turns it on and off. You know, you could put it on a switch, or you could put it, you know, if you're mounting this thing in your car, in your vehicle, then you hook that up to the remote wire on your head unit. So that wire right there, that's what turns this unit on and off. All right, so this plug right here, the second plug, all right, it has a V right here in red. V stands for voltage. So you're going to connect this to your amplifier output, your speaker output. And amplifier speaker output is in AC voltage and AC current. So it does not matter, as far as polarity goes on AC, it doesn't matter when you're measuring for voltage. It does not matter if this one's positive and this one's negative, or this one's negative and this one's positive. It does not matter. So you put your speaker leads here in these two terminals. And again, it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. That's why they're not labeled. All right, right here, C stands for current. Current, that's what this thing is, right? This right here, it measures the current. You put your speaker wire through the hole. From your amplifier to your speaker, you put the speaker wire through the hole. Just like this. Put your speaker wire through the hole, no matter, whatever size it is. That looks like it can accept 2 gauge, maybe. It's not going to do alt gauge, but I mean, you don't need alt gauge for speaker wire at all. The most I've ever done is 4 gauge or 2 gauge welding cable. So yeah, you put the speaker wire through there, and that measures the current, the amperage. So what you do is you take 2 wires from these 2 terminals here, and you connect them here. And it doesn't matter. You can put this one to this one and this one to this one, or you can put this one to this one and this one to this one. It does not matter. You connect these 2 terminals to these 2 terminals by speaker wire, just like this. Let's see if I can show you this here. Matter of fact, let's just unplug these here. Just like this. Okay? And it doesn't matter which wires go where. All right? So that's how you hook it up. So now, like I said, the reason that I bought a second one is so I can have one here, this one mounted to my test bench here, and I'm going to put this one in my vehicle so I can do some in-vehicle testing. That way I don't have to, swap one back and forth and go back and forth and back and forth. It'll just be a little bit easier for me going forward to do some of this testing. And then also, I did not think about this until today when it came in. I'm going to test this one right here with this one to see how accurate they are versus one another. So that's going to be a different video later on. I'm going to test this one. I'm going to hook this one up on an amplifier and this one on an amplifier at the same time and see if they are accurate with one another. All right, so that's about it for this one.